Hello and welcome to our last edition of the Seaman High School News for the 2004-2005 school year.
Stay tuned for some of the stories about bands at Seaman, a student who can move his body in ways you've never seen before, and see what plans some of the graduating seniors have after high school. Hi, and welcome to the Seaman High News. I'm Chris Hallman.
And I'm Katie Hughes.
First off, Jessica Porter shows us how the softball team has made contributions to younger players.
Last Saturday, the Lady Vikes softball team held their first annual Junior Vikes softball camp. Funds raised by this activity were used to pay for the new outdoor batting cages and the new scoreboard. The camp was held at Sunrise Optimist Club Sports Complex softball field. Kids K through 8 were taught the fundamentals of fielding in both infield and outfield hitting, sliding, and base running.
Little girls, the K through 8 participants, the campers really enjoyed having the players show them the different drills and techniques that we use, and all in all, it was a very enjoyable day for all who were participating in the event.
Thanks, JP. Up next, Cole Herter reports from the Seaman High School parking lot.
It's important to lock your car doors, and today we're going to find out if the students at Seaman High School do so.
Well, here we are at Seaman's parking lot, and this car right here is not mine. Do you think it's unlocked? Pretty nice car. I think I'll help myself with some change. If I were him, I would have locked my car. This is a pretty nice ride. Looks like I'm going to be taking it for a spin. Locked. Surprising.
We talked to some students about their thoughts about locking up.
Yes, I do. I really don't want anyone to steal my stereo.
Hit again.
I always lock my car doors.
Why?
Because I don't want people stealing my stuff.
I lock my doors because slime buckets around here always look into my truck and might steal things. Those rascals.
Speak up.
I lock my car's doors.
Yeah, I don't even care, man. I don't lock my doors because no one's gonna mess with me. That's all I gotta say right there.
You guys lock your car doors when you're at school?
Well, I don't have a car, but if I did, I probably wouldn't. Yeah.
Thank you.
As far as break-ins to car this year, I've had none that have been reported to me. I do not know of any that has been reported to Deputy Jinx. We've had a few vandalisms. Probably about 70 to 80% of the cars are locked most of the time. There are a few people that keep their cars unlocked so they don't have to worry about people breaking into them in case they want to steal something.
Well, some lock up and some don't. In my opinion, better safe than sorry.
Have you ever seen someone who can walk backwards and forwards at the same time? Well, Greg Lott shows us someone who can.
I'm sure you've heard about him or seen him, but if you haven't, take a look.
Feeling master, that crazy guy? He can do a lot of weird stuff with his body.
the Filomaster. It does all that feet stuff and all the over the head, whatever, you know.
Yeah, the Field Master, he's the guy that walks forward while backwards.
Dude, the Filomaster? He's even crazier than I am. And I'm crazy. Ow!
You know him as Filomaster, but his real name is Andrew Miller, a junior here at Seaman High. So Filomaster, when did you find out that you could do all these crazy things?
It was in the 6th grade when I was walking home.
And how'd you find out?
Some kid came up behind me and pushed me. My foot just kind of went all backwards.
Yee. Did it hurt at all? Did it feel funny? I mean...
No, it just kind of felt like my foot was kind of backwards.
Well, that's weird. Thank you for your time.
Oh, no problem.
Wow. Well, we know the school year is coming to an end and graduation is coming up. Emily Blodgett shows us how you can remember the event forever.
We did it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks, Emily. So after graduation, seniors will take on another chapter of their lives. Let's see what some of them have planned.
As the year comes to an end, the seniors embrace their plans for graduation.
Let's see what some of them have to say. What do you intend on doing after you get out of here?
I plan to go to Kansas City for the summer to play some baseball. And then after that, I will be attending Allen County, where I'll probably play some baseball there too.
You have a job this summer?
Not really. Well, here and there, maybe at the airport when I have days off, but I'm really not going to be off that much. Baseball's my full-time job this summer.
You going anywhere special?
Yep. I'm going to Puerto Rico. That'd be pretty fun. I'm going there for like 8 days. Margaritas, senoritas.
I'm going to Kansas State University, and I'm going to major in agriculture journalism. And I plan on competing on the rodeo team. And hopefully, after I graduate from K-State, I'll go and work for Equestrian Magazine, write articles, so I'll be an editor for Equestrian Magazine.
I'm moving up to Lawrence, working in Lawrence, and then I'm going to Washburn in the fall.
Plan on to Florida and joining the circus. Probably travel around town, you know. I plan on marrying a midget too. I want to have me little brown midget kids. No, actually, I'm going to college, $105 a year. High school, L-Town, baby.
Right, and what are your plans for after graduation?
Well, I'm gonna have about 15 days off, and then I gotta start packing because I'm going to Lawrence for summer school.
How do you think of Seaman your senior year?
It sucks.
What are your plans after graduation?
I'm gonna go to Colorado State next year.
And what are you gonna major in?
Pre-pharmacy.
Class of 2005 looks to have a bright future.
Whether it's going to work or going to college, we wish them luck in the future.
Chanel Millard wants to remind everyone of how serious drinking and driving should be taken. Let's take a look.
Your little brothers and sisters look up to you, and if you were to get hurt, they would be devastated. Every day, people are killed in car accidents, many of which are teen drivers, and about 30% of those are teens driving with their younger siblings. Make smart decisions, go the speed limit, and wear your seatbelt. Don't be the next to get killed because of a dumb decision. After all, who will your siblings look up to then?
Thank you, Chanel, for such an important message. Up next, Colby Sharples gives us a look into bands here at Seaman. Let's see.
Music is a big influence in many people's lives and plays a huge role in our society. Our student concert here at Seaman gives students with musical talents a chance to shine. However, most people don't know any more about these musicians. So I took some time to interview some of the guys bringing to you Behind the Student Concert.
Just like every day I wake up and play music and that's it, like that's my life. So like I say, I influence music, it doesn't influence me. Well, me and Zach have been playing together since like last summer. Had a couple singers. Grant's been with us like 2 weeks, so we've been in a band like a month maybe. You can like express yourself through music, I guess, and like just, it's kind of like there's a word for it, I know there is. Just like a relaxation thing. 182, you got all your bands, Metallica, Ben Folds, something corporate. Like I could go on for like 7 hours probably. Greatest rocker, man. Man, just like the Rolling Stones say, you know, Jerry Lee Lewis, man, tearing it up, tearing it up. Yeah, but it's kind of more of an excited nervous than like I'm gonna mess up nervous. Like first student concert, it was like, oh man, I can't play the, I gotta play the bass, you know. But now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna tear it up, you know. I mean, it's pretty cool. Starting to now, we're gonna play at the Classic Bean. We played up for the lunch ladies. That was pretty cool. We're gonna get out there this summer. We haven't been out much because we're all busy with school band and jazz band and all that. But I think we'll get out, play at the Booby Trap, play the Classic Bean, play the coffee shops, you know.
Music kind of, for me, is a way to express myself, and when I hear good music, it makes me feel happy. I've been playing guitar I've only been playing for like 3 years. Started because I just heard people play guitar. My uncle played guitar, and that kind of inspired me. Classic rock I like is like Kansas and Boston and, you know, Led Zeppelin, all that classic rock. A rocker, well, kind of is, but for me, like my idol, he was a blues guitar player. It was Stevie Ray Vaughan. He played like Texas blues, which is kind of like rock blues. It's really exciting. It's like a rush of adrenaline, I guess, when everybody's into your music. And on going to a music engineering school, recording school.
I was taking piano lessons since 7 years old, and when I became high school student, I met some friends and they liked rock, and I started to listen. Yeah, I was really nervous.
Yeah, you were? Was that your first time playing for like Americans?
Yeah, and there were lots of people in front of me. I was really, really excited.
How was it, like, what kind of feeling did you get when you were up on stage?
I was so excited because they called my name and they screamed. And yeah, I didn't expect that.
In Japan, what's your band's name?
A-Girls.
A-Girls, how did you guys come up with that?
Our director's name is Akira.
Well, it makes you feel good whenever you listen to it. Whenever you play, it puts me in a good mood.
Just mellows you out, kind of. It puts you in a good mood because you're relaxing when you play. If you love to play, then I mean, you just feel it going through you.
And then you can also take your anger out on it.
2 years now?
Yeah.
Not quite, but almost.
2 years.
Not quite, but almost 2 years.
Together we've been playing for 2 years.
How'd you guys get together?
First me and Matt got together, and then we were just playing in his basement together, and then went over and asked Frost if he'd like to sing for us, and told us that he could play guitar. So we played together for about a year, and we got Nick in. When he came up here, we tried to get a song from each of us that we like to play.
We all like the same kind of music, though. I mean,
pretty much.
We don't have any controversy.
Playing for like 5 years maybe. It's something that I do when I have spare time.
How do you feel being like the only solo artist in the whole student concert? Like you're the only one up there by yourself.
It's probably scary because, you know, I can't blame anything on anyone else. The band right now is Copeland, but Jack Johnson. It's good, man.
Who would you consider to be the greatest rockers of all time?
So.
What kind of feeling do you get when you play music?
Self-satisfaction. No, it's something fun to do.
Do you write your own music?
Yes. I write my own music.
Where do you get ideas to write from?
Personal experiences, and usually you just write like the guitar part is just natural. Kind of comes out when you're just jamming.
How does music influence you?
Influences my life, just the way I act every day.
Have you been playing like in a band and out places?
I've been playing in a band for about 4 years.
Where else do you play besides student concert?
Like in bars around Topeka and Lawrence, Kansas City.
That's cool.
Jimi Hendrix, Black Sabbath.
Who would you say is the greatest rocker of all time?
It's a hard one.
Greatest rocker or rockers?
It's a mix between, like, I'd have to say Leonard Skinner and Black Sabbath.
You could do anything like with music, what would it be?
Not have to worry about expenses at all. Just not have to worry about anything.
Student concert actually started sometime before I started working here. This is my 11th year. My first year here in '94. Mr. Balden was already doing the student concert. I see my job and Mr. Curtis's job in this basically as just facilitators. Most of the preparation is done by the students. Mr. Curtis and I, basically our part of it is we go to the administration, get approval to do the concert in the first place, go through the calendar to find a good date for it, and then just make sure that everything else is going to work out with it. And then from there, all we do is we let the students know that there's going to be a concert. They make a demo tape. We listen to them. We have a couple other teachers who listen to them along with us, and we decide who's going to make it, who doesn't. For the most part, most of the bands who give us an audition tape get to play. Things that I think is great about it is that there are a lot of students in high school who have talents that you don't see in the classroom or on the sports field. I mean, everybody's good at something. It's just that the things that some people are good at aren't things that you would normally see in a high school setting. Academics, sports, theater, that sort of thing. So this is just another venue for some students who don't necessarily shine in the classroom, don't, you know, make the varsity team or anything like that. Give them a chance to get up on stage and let other people see what they can do.
It's no secret with the convenience of today's technology and the supersizing of meals that obesity was inevitable. And though the avalanche of obesity continues to crash down upon American teens, they aren't alone. Thousands of food service providers around the country have tried their hand in improving today's generation's eating surplus. One in particular, Joyce Willington, a food service director from 1989 to 2004, has taken it to a whole different level.
As food service director, I was in charge of making sure all the menus were written properly for pre-K through 12. At the high school, we provided a lot of choices, nutrient-dense choices that students could come through besides just the hotline. They are able to take from a pasta, potato, salad, and sandwich bar every day.
Not only did Willington help implement a salad bar with more nutritious meals, she also helped put in a milk vending machine to help the calcium needs of teens. But her work didn't stop there.
The types of activities that we did as far as the students went, the high school students worked, the FCCLA and the FACS group worked with doing a pedomathon where it brought in the entire community. So we had about 500 people participating here at the high school on the field.
Due to her great accomplishments and efforts, Joyce has earned 5 prestigious awards and enormous impact at the Viking Cafe. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next year. As always, stay classy, Topeka.